Order. Order.
Hello viewers, welcome to the Political Ringside, where you get analysis from the front row. I am your host Frida Mongare, and in this particular episode, we have such an amazing guest by the name Gilbert Nalwa. He comes from the Economic Patriotic Alliance Party, where he serves as the youth leader. He has been on the front line pushing for the NYC, the National Youth Council elections, which apparently have not been held yet. He still was an aspirant, and of course, we are going to talk about that in this particular episode. Gilbert is a communication strategist, a journalist by profession, and of course, a governance expert. Let's get to know more about him. Gilbert, karibu sana here at the Political Ringside.
Thank you so much, Frida.
Yeah.
I think you have given a very broader introductory of myself.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think I'll be saying too much irrelevant things about myself if I added them more. But just as you've said, Gilbert Nalwa is my name. I'm a journalist by profession, just like yourself.
Yeah.
And I am an active young person in the political space.
Yeah.
I'm the national youth leader of the Economic Patriotic Alliance Party, which is a new political party that is just into championing for the economic liberation of the society, the young people, and every other person that is involved in just trying to ensure that we shape up a country that we all want to believe in and live in the going into the future. Now, you have also said that I have been at the forefront as far as the National Youth Council is concerned.
Yeah.
And I honestly want to agree with you that that is something that I have involved myself so much into. And I believe it is something for the young people.
Yeah.
Just as the name itself is the National Youth Council. And this is a body and an institution in the country that is supposed to champion and sort of amplify all the issues that revolve around the young people and the space of the youth. And the reason why I have given it so much effort as a young person is because, Frida, this is the only corporate institution that is recognized by government, is funded by the government money, which is the public taxpayers' money, to ensure that we amplify the issues of the young people. And honestly, justice has not been done in as far as the National Youth Council is concerned. Elections have not been conducted for the past over 12 years. There has never been elections. So this one puts the young people in a dark situation whereby there are so much issues that affect young people that are happening in the country, but we do not have a representation in the National Youth Council as we speak today. There has been some efforts from government because you realize sometimes last year, the Cabinet Secretary for Youth, that is Salim Vuria, gave a communication that I think Cabinet has approved about 165 million shillings to conduct elections. But since that time, which was about in October there or about, up to today, there has been no communication whatsoever.
Gilbert, what really is the reason then? I mean, you've actually even mentioned that funds were disbursed for this particular cause.
Yeah. I mean, Frida, we are living in a country whereby I think, and just truth be told, is the issues of young people as we speak today in the Kenya in which we live in are not really the priority agenda on the table. These are things that our leaders will talk about them. We want to give young people space. We want to give young people priority. But then in real sense, when you sit back and look at exactly what is happening, you realize they are not giving it priority. And why do I say so? You realize from the time they gave the communique that funds have been approved by cabinet, there are quite a number of projects that have been done by government. And even some of those projects, they could consume even funds that go even beyond 165 million. But then now when you keep on asking, because I have been on the back and forth with the PS for Youth, who is equally a young person. Fikirini Jacobs is barely 30 years.
Yeah.
Who is really supposed to champion and ensure that the National Youth Council has had elections.
Yeah.
We have had grassroots elections. We have representatives on the council.
Yeah.
So that even things like the Nyota program that is up and down running, I mean, how can we be comfortable as young people and say the Nyota program has impacted positively on us and effectively, when we do not have a National Youth Council that is supposed to even follow up on that? Because if we had a National Youth Council that has representatives across the country, then these are the people whom we will ask in your ward. For example, in my ward, if you ask me today, they said the Nyota program is supposed to give 50,000 shillings to 70 young people in every ward.
Yeah.
From where I come from, and I am not someone who's just wakes up from the village and runs away. I equally know my village.
Sure.
I know the young people there. There is no single person who's told me I have received 50,000 shillings or 22,000 shillings of the Nyota program. Yeah. So I mean, I think there is no goodwill from government to ensure that the National Youth Council conducts elections, and this is really. Because I mean, we cannot even point fingers so much on the PS or the CS or some of these CEOs in the Ministry of Youth. I mean, it is the president who is supposed to ensure that we have elections. Okay. And I remember sometimes back when we had the Gen Z demonstrations, immediately after it, the guys at State House and government began conducting the meetings we call town hall meetings. Yeah. And in one of the town hall meetings in Mombasa, the president himself gave a commitment. And that was last year. Yeah. And he said, I am going to make sure as the president that the National Youth Council conducts elections and this council does not become another hand or an agency of government. Because it is supposed to be extremely independent. Such that for myself, because I have offered myself as the chairperson of the National Youth Council. And this means I want to go in and be elected by young people as a chairperson. But then now you find there is a totally not goodwill from government, and you sit down and look at it, you wonder why. Why they can't just, because we have had even the president, the EPA Party is even conducting grassroots elections. I think a few days from today. So how is it difficult then to just allow young people to go into an election, elect their representatives, go on the council, and push the agenda of the young people?
Well, Nalwa, we will embark on that. Kenya is built of a huge population, is composed of the young people.
Correct.
But this does not reflect when it comes to leadership or say elections generally. We are still ruled by the political elites, the old political elites. What really could be the reason that happens in between here? Of course, building on what you've actually been talking about, the youth representation by the NYC. So how is it that we have a population that is huge, or I mean, it's built up of young people, but then leadership class is still occupied by these political elites?
Well, Frida, and I think I think you've read my mind, because I was just trying to think about this issue. I think there is a very big gap between the young people, most of us, who really are outside and will wish that we take part in the processes that are meant to shape the country, and the political class, as you've put it. But now I think, and in most cases you've seen some of these leaders, when they take the stage, they will want to tell you that you're not going to go anywhere, you're not going to do anything if you don't want to come out from your houses, you don't want to come out from your villages and take boldly some of these spaces. But then you look at it, you see the environment that has been created, Frida, it is extremely uncomfortable with a young person. And me, I want to say this from a first-hand experience, because I have even been at some of these government institutions. I worked so closely with the then CS for Youth, Ababu Namamba. And I will see just from the bureaucracies of the way the ministry is run, the guys in the ministry, the directors, those senior people, they will not even want to allow young people to enter into some of these spaces. And that is extremely what is trickling down even outside in the political spaces. Because I mean, we will be willing, yes, to be leaders, to offer ourselves. But then if the system really infringes on the young person, does not really give a young person that opportunity, because you try to rise up, you are hit to go down. You try to do something, you are also being clogged and clobbered around, not to go anywhere. So I think it is something that we as the young people just need to make a very deliberate decision. And I think we had woken up this country sometimes in 2024.
Yeah, the revolution.
We had woken up this country. Everybody had woken up and was like, I mean, we can do these things differently.
Sure.
But then it took us a very short time, and we had already gone back to the slumber. Today, you really, the things that we were trying to advocate for, and the rights, the things about the issues around the young people, unemployment, opportunities in all spheres of life, they're the same things that are not there today. But you see, somehow the political class found a way on how it will manage the movement and the young people. And they did so well. Today, I mean, the political class is very comfortable. I have even seen some of the leaders in parliament, in as much as the young people said, we do not want the finance bill and some of these tax measures that are being introduced. And the president said not to it. I have seen leaders in parliament who have said, they're even thanking the president and saying, we appreciate that all those things, we later on passed them. Some of them are even working. You see, there are even laws. And we are just comfortable as young people. And I think if we continue in the same manner, it will take us so much time to really have a country that we all want to have. A country that will have opportunities for the young people. Because you and I know there are quite a number of young people who have, leave alone the Nyota program, that they are saying they want to target those young people who have not gone beyond Form 4. There are young people who have studied at the university, so many of them, but they are out here, they are trying to look at it, how do they go about it? And then we have a sort of members of parliament here who have TSC letters, they have employment letters in the police and wherever, and they just give them in the funerals to the people they know. So how about those people, those young people who have qualified, like you and me, but have no link to anybody? To give that letter. And those are some of the things that we as young people, they frustrate us so much to a level that we witnessed in 2024.
Well, Gilbert, all these grievances can only be, say, solved or closer to being solved when you have young people in representation positions, right?
Correct.
And of course, political parties have embraced young people, where you also were from the Economic
EPA.
Patriotic Alliance Party. You serve as the national youth leader. And so is it to say that when young people are actually the faces that are in these political parties, are you just there for, I mean, aesthetics, or are you people there? Are you involved in proper decision makings that determine the party's direction, or do we just have young people there for the mere sake of it?
I think many of these young people, and it is something that has continued to pain me so much, because many of these young people, you will find them in the political parties, some of who even sit at the very high levels of the decision-making organs of the party or government or whatever. But then it is just never enough, because I mean, even if I was alone, even if I was alone in the, let's say, in the Economic Patriotic Alliance, and I will even tell my party leader, I mean, let us give priority to young people. In fact, the coming elections, if we really want to ensure that young people also get fair opportunities and get party tickets to compete fairly in the nominations, in the elections, so that we have a good number of young people in the system. But you realize it is just never enough, up to until the time when all of us will just, and I sometimes would agree with something that was just about to happen, and I don't know if it was a political game, the intergenerational thing of a discussion, because I mean, we cannot even just discuss as young people alone. We need to discuss with the people who are suppressing on these issues.
Yeah.
And these are these guys in the positions, the political party leaders, the head of state, the cabinet secretaries.
Yeah.
We need to have a discussion with them and say, I mean, in as much as we appreciate that you are the people who are holding this system for today, you also need to understand that a time will come when we will now be expected to step into the shoes and steer the country forward. And now if we are not getting those opportunities today, then what sort of a country are we going to have? Because it seems like these guys are not interested anymore on what kind of people are going to come in after they exit.
Nalwa, how is it different in EPA Party then? I mean, what is different in EPA in terms of youth inclusion as compared to the other parties, of course, or rather generally, as you've spoken, that these political parties are intentionally or rather deliberately gatekeeping, despite them saying that we really need young people. So what is different in EPA Party?
Now, I think, Frida, what we just need to agree, despite the fact of you are in which party or which political faction do you belong to. I think as a people and as a generation of young people, we just need to agree that these are the kind of things that we should be championing for at every space that we get. You see, and that is why at a very personal level, I have taken a decision to, even the political party that I'm in, any opportunity that I will get to speak about them and to champion and to throw in a word, I will say, I mean, there is no reason for me to create a barrier between me who is in this political party and any other person who is either in ODM, UDA or DAP. We are all young people who can, at some point, have some common interests. And that is why, even if I push and I talk about these issues on a platform of the Economic Patriotic Alliance, which is giving as a platform for someone like myself, who has been in the space of politics and youth advocacy for some time, I have gotten a political platform because at the end of the day, we also need to take over these political spaces. And the only way we can do that, because it's difficult for us to begin a political party, let's say for young people, and even the law doesn't allow to just have a political party for young people alone. So it is just prudent enough that we take some of these bold steps, get in a political space where you see you can be accommodated, you can be given a platform to air and contribute towards the prosperity of the country, and then we do it. So I think I will just say, we cannot talk about the differences with other political parties. What we just need to talk about is what we all need as a common agreement goal, because at the end of the day, you must also realize these political parties, but I think almost 99.9% of them are just political vehicles for some political figures to push their own political interests. So I think it is just for us to leverage on the very little opportunities that we get from there, and then we champion for what is also ours as young people.
For sure. Well, Nalwa, you also come out as a communication strategist who understands that perception and messaging is key. Well, how much of Kenyan politics today is driven by policy and, say, versus propaganda?
I think propaganda has taken a higher percentage of it, and it is just a sad reality. Because I mean, today in politics, and even at the time when we were growing up as young people, I think we have been born into a system in which I think for one qualification for you to be a politician is you must know propaganda. You must know how to clearly push propaganda well. And if you cannot do the propaganda sort of politics, it is very difficult for you to sail in. And it is, I mean, it cuts across. Those who want to be presidents, those who want to be MCAs, all sort of political leadership. Propaganda has taken a bigger percentage of it. But then now I mean, you know, it may be awkward for me to say we can change the way things are being done. I mean, in as much as things may change, but it may take some time. So once again, it is up to the generation that is upcoming to clearly understand what kind of a country they want. What kind of leaders they want. Because at the end of the day, this propaganda will always take shape.
It sells more than the policies.
It will sell. And at some point, it has come even to consume things that may look to be real things.
Yeah.
Someone will look at it as a propaganda. And I want to give you an example. We have been having political rallies.
Yeah.
And then we have violence in the political rallies.
Yes.
Now, here is a situation where, of course, we know there were reports. There are even some of the leaders who have come forth on camera to say, Mimi niliji abduct, and I did this to send a certain narrative, to propel a certain propaganda that the state has abducted me. But now, we also need to appreciate the fact that there's violence that is real violence, that is being orchestrated. So, but you see, because there is a narrative that people can stage manage their own violence, people can throw tear gas into themselves, because we have that notion, so it is very easy for any person to come and say, "Aye, wachana hiyo ni propaganda ya siasa, those people are stage managing whatever they are doing," you see, and we will all
buy into that.
So it
has become sort of a normalcy, and we are unable to discern which one is real and which one is fake. Well, social media has become the political battlefield these days. Siasa inapigwa mtandaoni, endapo mtu anasema kitu, another one rebattles through the same space. So is it said, do you think that digital platforms are empowering citizens, or it's just for mere manipulation, political manipulation?
No, I think, Frida, for me, in the world in which we are living in currently, I will say the digital media spaces, X, Facebook, TikTok, and all these sort of social media platforms, they are the models of communication and driving an agenda, expression of today. We just have to accept that fact. We just need to accept that those are. When something happens somewhere, the very quick thing you will do is to go and check on the on Facebook or whatever, if it has happened in real sense, and what are people doing. You will also want to engage, because that is the quickest mode of engagement. And we are seeing it even from the people who are senior. A senior's president will also communicate a very serious thing. He will communicate it through Facebook, X, Instagram. So I think we, as young people, I think we should not be discouraged that sisi ni watu wa TikTok ama sisi ni watu wa Facebook, wa mtandao, but in real sense we are not doing, we can't really translate that engagement that we are having on the media into elections, taking votes and contributing to electing our leaders. I think we must just do the necessary on the social media. Let's do what is supposed to be done, and then on ground as well, let us ensure that we are registered voters, so that when the time comes, there is no one who is taking it as an advantage.
Because I've seen some senior political people also wakirudishiana wenyewe kwa wenyewe, saying that you've only won elections on TikTok. So I mean, they have considered that young people are just TikTokers, tunapiga kura pale TikTok. So I mean, when it comes to ground, we really are not showing up. And again, I think also we'd invite you back to also talk about this misinformation and deepfakes online, because now you see young people, we have heavily relied on social media, such that now we cannot tell when what is real and what is fake, because a poster would just come up, this person has said this, and of course we are already rage baited without really knowing what is real and what is fake. We'd come back to talk to our viewers about that particular segment also. Well, Nalwa, do you think there should be regulations then on digital political campaigns, on what to do and what the not to do's, and do you think this would threaten the freedom of expression, or it would be the right trajectory to take?
Now, I think we really need to just live by reality, and some of these things that are happening today, and we have seen quite a number, because I know where you are driving to, because I mean, a young person may just wake up, who is tech savvy, take his or her phone, takes a photo of let's say you have seen even some of these the women politicians, the lady leaders that we have.
Yeah.
Someone will use AI and put you in a mini skirt,
Yeah, I've
and
seen that.
you're before the people you are addressing.
Yeah.
And you see, I have seen one just when you are coming in. I have seen one of a leader who comes from my home county, Bungoma, and she has been posted in that sort of very short skirt. And now I'm trying to go through the comments, and you see people are believing.
Yeah.
I mean, there are comments in which people are believing that this is the truth.
Yeah.
People are saying, how can such a person now be a leader? How can you stand before the people dressed in such and you want to be a leader?
Yeah.
And you see, now when we get to that level, I think it is supposed to be our personal responsibilities.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say government should restrict on the mode of communication and expression, because it is one of the rights that we enjoy in the constitution that we have as a country. And it will not be quite okay for us to say, let us infringe on these rights and freedom. But also, you see, we are not also supposed, in the process of exercising and enjoying the freedoms, we are not supposed to also interfere with the public image of another person. Yeah. So those are some of the things that are already in the law. So, things to do with the defaming and just trying to interfere with your image, with another person's image. Yeah. The things that are provided in the law. And I think the law that we have, the constitution that we have, is quite okay for us to take personal responsibilities going forward, but we don't need to add on much more laws to just suppress the freedom of expression and communication.
Gilbert, from governance perspective, many Kenyans felt that Devolution had promised to deliver a couple of stuff. But then again, it turns out it's sort of a political theatrics. I mean, what really went wrong in between here?
Devolution came in the first county governments was in 2013. Yeah. And you realize after the 2013 elections, many of the political leaders, and I don't want to mention names, but some of the senior, especially like now from my county, and some of these senior leaders, they went to vie for the positions of senator. But in 2017, I think reality sunk into their heads, and they realized, oh no, it is not supposed to be senator, but it is supposed to be governor. Okay. And the only reason why they did, and quite a number of them moved from Senate and they went to vie for governor, because they realized the governor is the person who is managing the resources of the county. Okay. And they did because, you know, the constitution placed the senators as the upper house. So wengi walifikiria like senator ndio mtu mdosi. But now when they realized kumbe maneno iko kwa governor, wengi walitaka, they went for governor. Now I'm just saying that for so that we understand exactly what is really happening. In as much as we devolved some of these functions and resources from the national government, because that was the aim of devolution. Sure. So that, I mean, we move resources from State House and the national government, from the treasury and ukuju, so that it gets kule mashinani, and it is managed by the governor. From the governor, the MCAs can also lobby for developments in their specific wards. That is the basic understanding of devolution. But sasa, what was devolved was corruption itself. That is just simple what was devolved. Because today you are seeing so many issues that are happening, and you wonder, you see counties that are using so much money to buy Christmas trees, to build, to put on parties, I don't know, to take people where, you see. And that is the kind of the things that we look at today, and we really wonder if devolution is really working for us, as we had intended it to work. For sure. And the answer is definitely it is not. So I think going forward, I think we just need to ensure, and as a people who gave ourselves this constitution and the devolution, to ensure that honestly devolution is working for us. Because as we speak today, there is just so much corruption that is happening.
Yeah.
Some of these governors, when they appear before the Senate committees and the questions that they are asked, the people, when you follow, you just wonder. And you go to these counties, people are living in total poverty.
Sure.
The levels of poverty back in the villages are still the same way they were.
Same or even twice as much.
Yes.
In an era where citizens are really politically aware and the political wokeness right now is really high, why is it that accountability still remains very weak?
Now, I think this thing of accountability, I don't know what normally happens with politics. You see, in as much as I'm a young politician who has an interest in the politics, but you see, sometimes when I sit alone, I just wonder what is now this politics, because you will just find a very good person, someone who is well organized,
well intentioned.
Yes, he has the intentions, the deliberations are there to ensure that he is serving the people. But when he is elected, the coin changes to the other side. This person is the one who is enriching himself, buying all sorts of vehicles for himself, building houses here and there, and the people are suffering. And when you want to call this person to be accountable, it also becomes a problem to it. And some of the people who are supposed to put these people even to account, let's say the institutions that are there, some of them are also compromised. You will find even the members of parliament who are supposed to oversight, probably, let's say, the national government or the MCS, the senators, some of them have also been even compromised. They cannot even be accountable to themselves. So how are they going to keep someone else accountable? It becomes a problem, and that leaves it all to the rest of the Kenyans.
So
now,
is that a question of the system or the game that happens there, or is it just an individual? And I mean, are young people any different then? Because then these are the very, very positions that you guys are eyeing. So what really happens in between here, and what is the difference then if young people are also going to occupy these particular spaces and turn out the join in the character or behavior of the people that are already there? Are we different?
I think I don't want to say we are different, because we are all human beings. But what I'll want to say is this thing of accountability is just a collective responsibility. I mean, it is for me who want to be a leader to really understand what I want to do, and it is you who want to allow someone else to be a leader. Also to be aware to the fact that if this person is not doing the things that you want as a person, you have a responsibility to call this person to order. I mean, I have the powers, I have the freedom to put to question my member of parliament. I have a question to call on my MCA and tell the MCA, look, we are having a problem here and here, and you are in office. What is happening? You see the floods that have been happening across the country. The people have a responsibility to put the leaders into question. As much as we are being told it is our collective responsibility, but there are people we have elected. There is a reason why we have only one governor in Nairobi. We have one president. I mean, if it was a responsibility of all of us, then all of us would assume those roles at a go. But there's a reason why we have one at a time, so that someone can take responsibility. A leader is a leader because he is supposed to take responsibility. If something goes wrong or if something is working out as well, he is supposed to be responsible to explain and say, this is working because of 1 and 2. This is not working because of 1 and 2. But just as you've put it, I think it is the system that we have as a people. And it may be difficult for us to say we are going to bring in change with a mentality of, I am a good person, so I need to be elected and go in. I think that is not what we are supposed to we are supposed to begin. We just need to look at the system itself. And you see the system itself, it has owners at the moment. We who are out and just common wananchi wa kupigia wengine kura, we have very little to do. But the people who are holding the system are these people already in offices.
For sure.
So it is, and I would I don't know about it, but I just want to throw in these. I mean, as young people, because there is a wave today of young people that they want change. And this thing is coming with the what Sifuna is doing. Now, me, I don't want to attach it to what he's doing, but I just really want to look at it as young people who are coming out once again for the second time to ensure that we just want to fix our country. And we may not fix a country just one night when we wake up and tomorrow is an election day and we fix the country. It is going to be a process. And that process is going to begin like even yesterday. And that process is going to go beyond even the election day of 2027 next year. So I think we just need to agree with the wave. You know, we may not agree with the person. And that is what I've been saying, even online and engagements. There are people who don't agree with Sifuna as a person. But I mean, we need to put that aside and just look at what sort of a country and what kind of leaders do we want. Because it is from that moment that we are going to change the system of our country.
Nalwa, you are from EPA Party. And there is one of the biggest criticism in Kenyan political parties is that the internal democracy within the party is lacking. Well, why do these leaders still dominate? I mean, we have political leaders within the party, the political party leader. Why is it that they're still predominantly the ones running the party? What really is it that we lack leadership within a party? Do we lack competent people within a party that we just have to focus on these particular characters, or rather the political party leaders to drive the party?
No, I think we, different from other democratic countries. For Kenya, I think we are really pulling way behind. And I want to say so because, and I told you when we began this conversation, many of these political parties, they push political agendas and interests of an individual first. You see, look at, I don't want to mention political parties, but you know what I'm talking about. If we have a political party whose party leader is someone X, all of the focus is going to be on that someone X. Even everything that you're doing in the party, it is because of the interest of this person. You see, if this person says, I want to be the president, many of the people who are in it, who are in the political party, you're supposed to go with that agenda. You're supposed to push that agenda because it's for a single person. It is for that person. And so when we go back to when multi-party came in, people began these political parties and they sort of owned the parties. Like you own a party. And you look at it and you realize these parties, you can attach them to a region. Like you can attach, when I mentioned for you a political party that you know, you will attach it to a certain ethnic community. You will attach it to a certain region. And now when you attach it to a certain region, you will also narrow down to the leader of that region, to the leader of that community. He's going to be the party leader. And that is why you will find, in as much as we have optics on camera, that we have the neck, we have what, and these people have met in terms of just shaping up the agenda of the party. At the end of the day, it comes back at the door of the party leader. That is the person who has the agenda. And if that party leader exits the stage, and in the same way we are seeing with ODM, if the person who was at the center of everything exits the stage, everything becomes now a sham, like everything, totally confusion. Total confusion comes in. You see?
Person,
and I was even trying to look at some of the footages and documentaries za kitambo. A party like Ford Kenya, whose party leader was Jaramogi. When he left, there was serious struggle. And then the party was taken by someone who's from my tribe, from my community. And within a short period of time, the other people from Luo Nyanza and so forth, walijipanga, they formed on their political vehicle, and that one Ford Kenya became a political vehicle for the people from the western region. You see, and when you narrow it down up to today, you now realize Ford Kenya is like now even a party not of the region, but maybe of the county or something like that. You see, so like I think the democracy, and I was just trying to think about it. Is it even a good thing that we have over 100 political parties? Like, I mean, I'm not really getting to understand the sense of it, because I think it is not working. It is not working for us, the multi-party thing. It is not really working for us.
Nalwa, EPA as a party, what are the what ideologies do you people stand for? and what makes you different from all other political parties that we have in the country?
Now, I do not want to go into the nitty-gritties, but I will just simply highlight and say that as the Economic Patriotic Alliance, this is a political party. You see, we are living in the times in which our economic stability as a country and as a people is not really working out for us. And there are quite a number of things that are contributing to this. We may not really say unemployment, because it is something that has been there for quite some time, but that is the thorn in the flesh. I mean, the economy of our country, and when we say the economy of our country, we simply mean the economy of the people of Kenya. We are not doing good as a people, and that is why now for EPA as a political party, its major objective and a key highlight that the party is trying to champion for. And even for the leaders that we now want to bring on board as leaders, we want those leaders who are going to be able to, at least for once, just champion for the economic liberation of the people. Let us have MCAs who will go into the county assembly and try to look at what are some of the policies and measures that can be put in place really to ensure that the economy is doing well, and the people are having something in their pockets, just as we say. I mean, it is not supposed to be sentiments that we say on the podiums as it has always been, but it has to really reflect to what exactly we want as a political party. And that is one of the things that we are trying to look into. And as a young person in the party as well, because it is something that is known today, that we want to get as many as young people to come on board. And be offered opportunities and platforms to even contest just fairly and show what they can do. I mean, get a platform, stand before the people, bring out your minds, and try to convince the people that indeed, in as much as you are a young person, you can steer the agenda of economic liberation, because that is something that is cutting across all the ages and all the generations and all the spheres of life.
Youth activism often trends on social media, and of course tunasema tuko na numbers hata 2024 2023. I mean, when people came out for the street marching and everything, young people tumeja hapo sana. But again, when it comes to real elections, these numbers do not translate to the victories won. So what is the disconnect really in between here?
Now I know you are quite aware that even in the 2022 elections, we had almost 8 million people who did not turn out to vote. They were registered voters. And in the 8 million, we are told more than 50% were young people.
For sure.
So I think I want to speak from the position in which I understand, and as a young person as well, because you know, there is a point in which you reach as a young person and you feel, I mean, everything is not working. We have gone into an election like more than 10 times, more than 20 times. We have done elections since 1964 when we became a fully republic. We have been doing elections over and over again. But you realize nothing is changing in favor of the common people. In as much as there are steps that are being done by the regimes that come into place, but from where you sit as a people, you realize what is being done is not reciprocating the energy that you give in. Because I mean, some of these young people, they are always at the forefront. They are almost losing their lives just to ensure that someone gets a position. You see, you want to put your life on the front line for someone to become a governor, but now this someone becomes a governor and he forgets about you. He doesn't even reply to your messages. He doesn't even pick your calls. You never even see this person, you see. And that brings young people to a totally distressful position. I mean, you're depressed, you're embarrassed, you feel, I mean, what need is there now for me to continue participating in this thing that is not really bringing change forth? And that will contribute to the situation that we are having today in the country. That young people have lost trust in the systems, they have lost trust in the leaders, even the people who have been put there. Like for me, I really don't want, I have lost trust with the IBC. But me, I was just trying to do my own background check of these people who are in the IBC today. The chair, the vice chair, the very good lady who comes from Lamu County. You look at the background of these people and you will attach them to some of the key political figures today in the country. I'm telling you, it's a fact.
It is.
It's a fact. So, are we really going to have a fair, like, will we ever have a fair contest of elections?
So we've actually begun questioning, are we really going to have fair and fair elections?
Correct.
So what then would you tell to our viewers, young people who are actually watching this? And with regards to the very last questions that I've actually asked you, the victories do not translate, I mean the numbers on social media do not translate to the victories won in the ballot. What then are you telling the young people? And of course these are two sides of the same coin when it comes to, we also have a role we are playing here. And of course, while the system is also trying so hard to equally suppress the voice of the young people, what then do you have to tell our young people watching this particular show?
Now, I think for my fellow young people, because I'm equally a young person, I'm not an old man, I just want to highlight, I was watching a youthful show on TV in the morning, and I saw a young lady who sort of gave up and said, I mean, there is no need for us to go and register as voters. There is no need for us to go and elect our leaders. And it didn't come out so well to me as a young person. This is not the time for us to give up as young people. We cannot afford to give up because, I mean, we have quite a lot ahead of us as young people in this country and on this world. And if we afford to give up today, then what sort of a country are we even looking forward to? What sort of a country are we looking forward to for our children or the children of our children? I think it is just time enough, in as much as we have so much frustrations at the moment, but that doesn't have to kill our dream. We just need to come on board. Let us step into these spaces. Some of them, they are not going to invite us, but we have to invite ourselves. Let us show up. And I'm proud of some of the young people I've seen in forums. They even want to raise their hands. They want to speak. They want to be given that microphone and talk and air out their grievances. That is the step that we need to do as young people. So I think what I can say is this is not the time for us. We cannot afford to give up because the people who are holding the system, and I normally give this example for someone who is, let's say, at the age of 70 today, and for me who is barely 30, there can be only one possibility that me who is 30 can get to 70, but there is no any miracle that can happen for a 70-year-old person to come back to 30. So I mean, it is for us who are young people and are looking forward to live even longer on this world and in our country to ensure that we step up, we step out, and take the frontline measures and steps to ensure that we are going to change our country. And we are going to do that by ensuring that we have that one ticket that can take us to the ballot and elect our leaders. And that is what we are supposed to. So let us not shy away from registering as voters. They are going to come quite a number of much propaganda, as we've been told, that, oh, young people are not registering, kazi yao ni kupiga kelele. But we know what we are doing as young people. Let us just believe in ourselves. Let us go forth, register as voters. Let us deal with the issues of voter malpractices and all those things at that time. But as for now, let us do what is necessary. And what is necessary is to ensure that we have the voter's card. You are an eligible voter of Kenya. If we are there for all of us, then we can make a decision and say, what do we now do with our votes? Whom do we give our votes? Whom do we believe in? What kind of leaders do we want as a country? At that time, we can be able to make a very collective decision and key in the sort of leaders that we want.
Any young person who's watching back at home, you clearly heard Gilbert echo this particular point that, of course, as at now, the only thing you can do is go ahead and take the be a registered voter. There could be so many other, watu wanawakufisha moyo ya kwamba hata hakuna mabadiliko mengi ambayo tunaweza tukafanya hata tukifikia kwenye debe, but I mean that one will be dealt with later. As at the moment we can only show up and take your voter ID, register and wait for the time to come. That one you deal with an enemy when you get to that particular point. As at now we are supposed to like get registered. And Nalwa, Gen Z movement defines itself as a team that is tribeless, that is leaderless, so many other things. Say, you could even say colorless. I mean, you can't attribute a particular color to this is Gen Z. And of course, that is truly beautiful. And of course, predominantly, we know that Kenya has always, the Kenyan elections has heavily been influenced by ethnic groups or rather communities when it comes to elections. They build alliances, but particular communities and ethnic groups. Do you think the young generation is ready to break away from this particular old habit that has predominantly been there?
Frida, you know, sometimes back I was just trying to do my own research from where I sit, and you'll realize, like for my case, I don't know if it is true, but I was trying to look at it. Some of the people who were born at, let's say, from 2000, coming forward up to where we are today. Like many of them cannot really speak in their mother tongues. And that will tell you something. And some of those who are born, let's say, 2000 going back, quite a number of them really understand their language and they can do it. So I mean, as we are going forward, and you see, it will be, in as much as I may identify myself as a lawyer, but going forward, it's going to be very difficult for us to place ourselves in our tribal corners when we cannot even... I even don't know the language that I'm supposed to be speaking as a lawyer. If the only language that we can communicate with is Swahili and English, it is going, and with the time, I don't want, it may come if we are, when we are all long gone, but in my mind I know in this country and of course in the world, and as we are progressing, there is gonna come a time when all of us will just be one. Like we will just be as the people of Kenya. But let's talk about today. And when young people say we are tribeless, we are leaderless, I mean, these are just some of the... I tend to look at them as some of the psych up slogans, because I mean, it's just like every other rugby team and that has its own haka. You have on your psych things that you say. I mean, we just want to say we are leaderless because I mean we want to be one. You see, because those are the things that have tried to tie us. Me not talking to you because of my tribe, me supporting this person because he's of my tribe. But when we say we are tribeless, just because we want to bring change, I think that is a rallying call that is going to unite us even more. When we, of course, we all know that we are not tribeless. We have a tribe. Every person has a tribe. But now we are saying we are tribe. We need to put it in context. That I mean, the common goal that we are trying to pursue as a people, as a generation, is much more important
than where you come
than
from.
our tribes, than all these other things. So I think we will maneuver. I have extremely much faith and believe in the young people that if we go on the same way, in the same spirit, we are gonna maneuver. There will come a time when we will all flow in the streets to celebrate that at least what we wanted our country to look like, it is looking like that.
Well, Nalwa, what are some of the practical actions that political leaders can take to ensure that the role of ethnicity in election and governance imepunguzwa?
I think it will come back to the personal sentiments that we give as the political class. Because if we still have leaders who take the stage and will want to talk about their community only, they will want to only talk about in their language. You see, you have a national leader, someone who has who is fit to hold a national position. President, deputy president, a cabinet secretary. A CS is someone who serves the whole country. But then when you are going in an interview or you are somewhere speaking to the people, you are speaking in your language. Now, and we are in a world where, like, when the moment you go live, I may not be there at the scene, but I'm following.
Yeah.
So then what am I going to hear from what you're speaking? You see, it simply communicates that this person is a Luo, this person is a Luya, he's speaking to the Luya, he's speaking to a certain tribe, you see.
Yeah.
And I think we need to transition from that point where our leaders, the moment they take the mics and they take the stages, they just want to talk about, they say politics is local.
Yeah.
And that is why most of these leaders, they can never run away. You run away. I have just seen a clip right here. Some of the Luya elders, wale wazee, they are on the press mainstream media.
Yeah.
They are saying tunaita kijana yetu Sifuna akuje, sijui tumfanyie nini, sijui tuseme nini, sijui nini. Wakenya wamemkubali, but sasa kwanza kuja nyumbani, you say.
Okay.
Now, when you look at such things, you begin to realize, I mean, we will never transition.
Sure.
Because at the end of the day, you need to associate yourself
points back to where you come from.
With where you're coming from. But we can do better.
Sure.
And we can do better just by our leaders trying to minimize some of these talks that they have that will end up splitting us. And you see, we are going into a very critical moment.
Yeah.
Whereby people are going to even act and react according to emotions. You see, if a leader from your community tells you this person is not doing justice to our people, to our community, you will take it as that.
You will.
And you will develop so much hatred to this person.
For sure.
Just because yeye ni mkabila fulani na kiongozi wako amekwambia these people are not doing justice to our people.
Yeah.
So it is a responsibility of our leaders as well.
Gilbert, looking into the future of politics in Kenya, and of course any young person who is out there planning to run for a political seat come 2027, I mean, what is it that you'd want to tell them, even as they are planning to enter this system that is deeply entrenched?
Yeah, I just as you've said, Frida, politics, the political space can be so hectic.
Yeah.
It can be so terrible. I haven't been into it so much, but I think it is the passion that I have. And I have learned a few things, but then I really want to encourage the young people, because you see, you will make the first attempt and you will be told so many things. No, like it comes with so much. For even in some of our communities and in our homes, you are even told, wewe kama hauna bibi wewe sahau kwanza, enda oa kwanza ndio ukuje utafute ukue MP ama ukue MCA. Such things and many more. Kama una pesa, and the politics of today, it is the politics of money. I mean, the politics, without money you can rarely do much. But then I will want to just encourage the young people. Because one thing we need to appreciate as young people is we have gone to school, you have the knowledge, you have the intelligence, and that is something that nobody can take it away from you. You may have the money today and tomorrow you lack. But you see, with the intelligence that you have as a young person, it is something that is going to just stick into you. So let us leverage on the intelligence that we have as young people. Just step forward. And I have seen quite a number of very young people who are even speaking. When they go in the rallies, they are given microphones, they want to speak out. That is the first step for us to take. Let us engage with the people on the ground. Let us speak out ourselves. Platforms like these ones, Frida, that you have created, are platforms that the young people are supposed to leverage on. Come on a space like this one, talk about the issues of the young people, talk about the issues that you want to do for your people, and people will listen to you, and people who really understand what leader they want and the future they want to get into, they will give you a chance to serve and to lead. So we don't have to run away, to look back, to turn away and give a blind eye to politics. Politics is what drives our country every day. Every other thing is driven by political leadership. So we cannot afford, all of us cannot go into it, but the young people who have an interest and a passion, let's just go for it, step forward, it doesn't matter when it's going to mature, but one day it's gonna mature.
Yeah, dear viewers, this has been the Political Ringside with our guest Gilbert Nalwa, and you've heard him share his sentiments on a whole lot of issues that involve the young people. Stay tuned. Let us know what you think. What questions do you have? What other things would you want him to talk about? You can still invite him on board. And of course, stay tuned. This is the Political Ringside, where you get analysis from the front row. Gilbert, any final thing you'd want to say?
No, I think niseme
ama unasimama kiti gani?
No. Let me just, because you see I'm speaking to young people,
yeah,
and on the show kuna vile nimesema let's put Sifuna aside,
yeah,
but in the moment in which we are in, let me just also say sisi ndio Sifuna. And by saying so, let me say I think we need to push the agenda that we are pushing for as young people.
Okay.
I mean, we need to be on the table.
Okay.
Let young people be on the table. And you see, this is a generation, and I was trying to look into it. We cannot afford to be the largest demographic in the country,
yeah,
and especially the Gen Zs and millennials. We are contributing a lot in terms of votes to the people we elect.
Yeah.
But you see, most of these people that we are going to vote for, especially at the top, some of them are beyond the age of 55 going upwards.
Yeah.
I mean, because we have demonstrated leadership as well, we can just make a very deliberate decision and say, we also want to be part of that table. We want to be part of that high table where decisions are being made.
So this is where they tell you that kama hauko kwa meza, tunavunja hiyo meza, tunaunda. It is well. This has been the Political Ringside. Stay tuned to get analysis from the front row. I've been your host, Frida Mongare. Thank you.
Thank you so much.